Okay, so got some packages in. Let's see. So there's a Kershaw. Oh, a BENCHMADE and a yellow package. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm not gonna go into a lot of details with these. We're just gonna take a look at these real quick. It's late and I got to be at work very early in the morning. So let's see. We'll do this one first because if I'm right, this one right here passed my house twice before the United States Postal Service figured out it was supposed to come here. And I'm right. Okay, so I don't know buckshot knives. I don't know any details. It's just something that looked cool on Temu, which I got these three, I think, came from Temu. Made in China, PBK234BK. That's the information on the box. You can see why I wanted to get it. This is a beast cleaver. Looks like it's got a actual ball detent. That is amazing. If it's, I think that is. USA design, crafted in China. Same number, 3CR13 steel. And it flips. Oh my gosh, it actually flips. Yeah, that's a ball detent. I don't know what kind of ball. It might not stay in there. Who knows? But it's a ball detent. Now, here's a thing. See there? Oh, it's an assisted opening. So that's how it actually opened. So it didn't lock. That time it locked. Yeah, I almost have to. That's one heck of a finger troll right there. You got a little ramp there for a thumb hole, so that's cool. That's a deep, deep finger troll there. Uh, the only gimping is back here, which is kind of useless. I mean, I don't know what the point of that is. Maybe it's to keep from throwing it out of your hand when you're hacking with it. So, the blade feels sharp on the end, but not on the back. But then again, who knows? Might as well shave all the hair off my arms. It's shaving back there. Not a lot, but it's shaving up there. So it is cutting hair. So you can see some kind of roughing marks up through here. I don't know if that's showing up. Buckshot knives, looks like a Kodiak bear on there. Of course, you got that. And which is, this part is nice. You've got that big stick out there to catch your thumb so you don't cut your thumb off with it. But that is cool. I like it. Definitely you need to take and throw this baby a little bit to make sure it locks. If you just flick it out, let's try it. Let's try it one more time. Oh, it locked. It locked. So you play with it a little bit and it'll lock better and better. So the detents now, I mean the little lock, I guess you'd call that a frame. No, it's a liner lock. It's pretty tight. So it's got a good bit of meat to it and a good bit of punch. So let's show, unlock it, and right in there, that's where it catches the spring. Not sure, I guess it's a spring somewhere in the mechanism here. And literally looks like there's bearings in this thing. It is. This has got bearings in it. So it catches right there, and you go to pushing it in. Let's see when it actually kicks on in. Right there, almost, you got almost to the close. And for that huge blade, it's a little bit of detent. But then again, I mean, you're not packing this because you're doing something useful with it. You're packing this because of the cool factor. Okay, let's move on to the next one. time. I'm curious about this one. We'll do it in just a second. And I'm kind of curious about this one too. You know something? I am wondering. The Kershaw IRIDIUM. Covered with an oily residue, which is actually fine. Perfectly centered. Aluminum scales. Hold on. So this, I think, is a knockoff. This I purchased at Walmart. And I don't think I want to get them mixed up. But literally, so I done flip this one over to a left-hand pocket because I carry it in my left pocket right now. It looks like that's a little bolder, and this is not. Your pocket clip screws are not recessed on the. This is a clone. So I saw it, and I was like, I think it was like $18, or maybe this one was 15. But I saw it and I said, I want to get it and compare it to my actual, because I have the actual knife and I wanted to see how close it was. The packaging is spot on. You're going to be amazed at one knife that's coming in. Really. But anyway, so the coloring, this is slightly darker. The texture feels fine, the same, but the fake is slightly darker. And then here, the pivot is backwards. So you can see the original and the fake. So I'm going to be honest with you. I truly believe, see, this is the original, and the pivot screw is above the surface, and this is flush. These screws are above the surface, and this is flush. So there's a lot of things about this clone that, in my opinion, are better than the original. Now that's buttery smooth, and that's got a sound. It's got a not. It's almost like I can hear something moving in there. I can't explain it. Blade's tight. Everything feels good. Lock feels fine. And the blade is slightly to the left. Now this knife right here, this is just buttery smooth. And this knife's been opened probably several hundred times. And this hasn't. So there is just a different feel to them. I can't explain it. I mean, literally, I'm going to have to just look at these knives very closely. There's a few little differences I can pick up. And we'll go over those when I actually do a comparison with the original and the clone. So, and that's what I'm trying to do on the series, is to do a comparison on these clones because of how good they're getting. It's becoming almost impossible without having an original, for sure enough original. And the point I'm trying to do in this is to keep us from getting cheated, because with the clones in looking so good, people are all over eBay selling BenchMades that they're buying for 20 bucks, and they're selling them on eBay for 150, 200 bucks. So this is in a black box, no tag, no sticker. That's a first kind of giveaway. And I've never, I don't have a real BENCHMADE to go by. Definitely not a black box one. It's not really just, it is moving around in there some. But this looks realistic on what I've seen online for the blue boxes. So the first giveaway is no stickers. Then they're actually, look here, they're trying to copy the foam that BENCHMADE has. So they're actually, this is a step up from the clones, the other clones that I've had, because they're trying to do something in there, trying to make it look better. The bags, they're doing better on the bags. The bags are the right size. They're not stretchy. The hardware is smaller, but it's still issues. And then here's the knife. This right here is, yeah, this is the 940. This is a 940 clone. So we have, I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen it. I've never held an original, probably never will. This is aluminum scales with a liner. Looks like inside, gimping across the back. One of the telltales is not being able to see BENCHMADE with the blade closed, and you can't. And I don't know if that's on an original or not, but it flicks open, and I think that is some kind of washers. And it looks like you've got, this is the internal section of what holds the blade. These are 2 screws right here. And so I don't really, I'm gonna have to look at the 940 to try to find out what kind of blade feels sharp enough to kind of feel what the differences is that need to be looked at. So Osborne Design, benchmade.com patent, and then the logo there, which is closer to the pen like most of them are, but not high enough. That needs to be up higher to be more believable. But this doesn't feel like a $150, $200. I don't know what the originals, real ones feel like, but this doesn't feel right, or this doesn't feel like it's worth that. So it's just kind of, they're getting better, is what I'm saying, at these BENCHMADEs. And so without thinking about it, looking at this online, you're going to be seeing this thinking, oh man, it's a real BENCHMADE. And and it's not. And that's one of the things that I want to try to do with this little knife series that I'm looking at, is to hopefully make it possible to catch these clones and how good they are. So anyway, this is a clone. It is a fake. It's not a real. So I mean, if I ever have a real one on here, you can bet someone took pity on me and sent it to me, or what, because I didn't buy it, or I found a really good price on a used one or something like that. So I like this blade style. But anyway, so that's a quick little look at the knives that's come in. And we're going to go into more detailed, especially when I've got more knives in, to do some comparisons from the clones. Because, and I'm gonna tell you when we're looking at clones and when we're looking at real stuff. But this Kershaw clone is spectacularly close. I mean, amazingly close to the real thing. And I do have the original. And this BUCKSHOT, I don't know anything about that. But what I'll have to do is, I guess, try to get online and find dimensions and details on the 940, which I think I've got 2 more fakes coming or something like that. And then I have some kits that you put together to make a knife, which is not a clone, but it's like a look-alike that you assemble and build. And that's what I'm wanting to do a lot of these. And these right here, I can't warn you enough. Be very, very careful before you buy any high dollar knife on eBay or any other place, Amazon or otherwise. Do some research on YouTube and look for videos like this that I'm going to be trying to produce, and other people's who actually have the original BenchMades specifically, so they can help you to realize whether that great deal you think you're fixing to get is a fake or not. Because it's like you buy the $5 BenchMades and you can catch all the errors. The $10 and they're getting better. $15 they're getting pretty good. $20 they're getting a lot better. And trust me, they get a whole lot better than this right here. And so we're going to be covering that to help you try to pick those out. So to sum it all up, as far as the clone iridium, the only way I can tell the difference having both the real one and this clone is to hold them very close, turn them just right, and I can see that these scales are a slightly darker shade. This right here, I don't know if it's a clone or if it's just an off-brand Chinese made knife. It's cool, I like it, and it's just carnage is what it is. This BenchMade, or this clone BenchMade, I have nothing to go by, so I can't tell you how accurate the knife itself is, but it feels good, it holds well, it opens good, it operates fine. And if that's D2 steel, again, I go back to these Ozarks, real D2 steel. So if this is real D2 steel, then in my opinion, it's worth getting just as a knockaround knife. And you know, so you just carry it daily and mess it up and keep your real BenchMade as display. So anyway, that's all I've got here. I appreciate you sticking around for this, and I would ask if you like this content, you would like and subscribe, and if you don't like it anyway, and subscribe, most importantly, because you will find something you like on this channel. Thanks. See you on the next one. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.